Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with the News Cartridge for Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. Welcome back from the long weekend, everyone. I forgot that yesterday was American Labor Day, and I took the day off laboring away for the Federation in Elite Dangerous. Back to things as usual around here. Don't forget timestamps and reference links for all stories can be found in the description below. Today's main topic is rather unfortunate, not in the sense that I'm sorry to have to bring it to you, but more in the terms of what unfortunate actually means. If you try to move a couch and end up stubbing your toe in the process, that is unfortunate, as your goal was to simply move a piece of furniture, but you ended up hurting yourself. When you end up with an outcome that you did not intend, this is the state of being unfortunate. That's in my own words, and Google defines it as having or marked by bad fortune, unlucky, or a person who suffers bad fortune. I am a full believer that dictionary definitions do not dictate the world around us, but in this instance, I do agree. 2K would have us believe microtransactions are, quote, an unfortunate reality of modern gaming, as if it were just somebody's bad luck that caused microtransactions to appear in games in the first place. I'm sorry, I just got a little rat poison in your food because that's just an unfortunate reality of modern cooking. Anyone want to come over to my house now for Thanksgiving? Anyway, where was I? This comes from 2K's senior producer, Rob Jones, who also says the question has to be, when does it feel like a straight-up cash grab versus when does it feel like added value, right? And I will agree with this question, but let me ask it in a different way. Does anyone here feel that when they bought a microtransaction from a video game, it added value to it? Please share your response in the comments below. I'm not talking a full expansion either. I'm talking something less than $10 that you couldn't live without that added a lot more depth to your game. I am balls deep into Elite Dangerous, and it has a wonderful store where you can buy a bunch of little cool things for your ship, and I will even admit to having bought a couple of these things. But you know what? It adds absolutely nothing to the game itself. Everything is cosmetic, and you could play the entire base game without having spent $1 more, except on the expansion, which is also optional. Could Frontier Developments offer everything in that store purchasable with in-game credits? Of course they could, but then they wouldn't make as much money. So to answer the question for myself, I don't feel any time I have bought a microtransaction for a game, it added more value to it. Either I feel like I could live without it and just not have it, or I could just play the game a little bit longer and earn it that way. If there's anything you'd like to share or add to this, please do so in the comments below. Next up is a freebie, but it's one with a lot of restrictions, so you know it's from EA. They're giving away the Battlefield 1 Premium Pass, but only for a week and only after the Battlefield 5 beta has taken place. In other words, claim it through Origin between September 11th and September 18th. In release announcements, the first Valkyria Chronicles is coming to Nintendo Switch on October 16th, and if you already own Valkyria Chronicles 4, you can get $5 off. Our other release announcement is for the Xbox One X adaptive controller, meant to make gaming easier for gamers with physical disabilities. They are now available for online order, and you can pick one up through a direct link below. If you don't mind me saying, thank you Microsoft for doing this. I don't personally know anyone who would need something like this, but I'm pretty sure that there are plenty of gamers out there who do. I also doubt that Microsoft did this to try to sell 1 million of them. It's a rather niche product. But good on them for doing it, and even better still, it works with PC. On to update news with Prison Architect, a game that wasn't supposed to get any more updates, getting a multiplayer mode that supports up to 8 people, including yourself, currently in beta on Steam. Developer Introversion Software had previously indicated the studio was simply ready to move on to other projects and away from Prison Architect. An update makes Sanhok now playable on the Xbox One version of PUBG, but for some reason does not include the War mode, which was said to release at Gamescom earlier this year. PUBG Corp has not said anything about it just yet, and of course they wouldn't. What would you expect from a perfect company making a perfect game? Xbox One gamers, if there's any updates to this story, I'll be sure to bring it to you here on News Cartridge. Another Battle Royale game, SCUM, from publisher Devolver Digital, has been updated with an anti-cheat. Does anyone think that they should have included that from the beginning? Anyway, this update does things like improve accuracy for certain guns, and bulletproof vests now carry inventory when they previously didn't. To learn more about this patch, see the links below. Finally, for update news, the Wii U. Okay, this is probably the last bit of news the Wii U is ever going to have, so I should probably try to take it seriously. Nintendo has rolled out the first patch for the system in more than a year. If you have a Wii U, please update to firmware version 5.5.3. We have a pair of news coming up next, with EA revealing the Battle Royale mode coming to Battlefield 5 will be called Firestorm. More importantly, they say the map is the largest they have ever produced and will support their usual 64 players. Activision is singing a similar tune by revealing more details about about Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Battle Royale mode called Blackout, saying it will support 80 players in each session. Traditionally, Battlefield is known for having more players, but this information certainly changes all of that. Which of the two are you interested in? Before a final topic today, later this week marks a historical day in gaming history, as Sony will end all support for the PlayStation 2. They stopped accepting forms for repairs for the classic console at the end of last month, and will no longer be servicing any systems after this Friday. It was a good run. Actually the best run in gaming history, as Sony pushed out more than 150 million units out the door. Just to give you a comparison, the PS4 has sold just over half of that with 80 million units. Goodbye to the PlayStation 2. You are my favorite console. Finally today, let's talk about a different kind of games, the Olympic Games. Craig Keegan will return from a hiatus of just over 2 years to coach the Blepper Ladies Hockey Club, saying he just, quote, genuinely needed a break from hockey. Let's skip over that and get to the part that we care about. The IOC International Olympics Committee says eSports is going to have a rough time even being considered as an Olympic event because of violence and discrimination. Okay, I agree that many video games feature violence and discrimination, especially when you're trying to tell a fictional story. GTA would not be GTA if it weren't for plenty of violence and discrimination. But here's where I think they fall flat. Quote, of course, every combat sport has its origins in a real-life fight among people, but sport is the civilized expression about this. Are they trying to suggest that two people sitting in front of a screen playing a game to see who is better isn't civilized? And have it how you want it, whatever platform you want, PC, console, or mobile, and have whatever game genre you want too. Be it a shooter, a racing game, or an RTS, I don't believe it matters. I see it as completely civilized regardless of what is going on the screen. Hopefully one day the Olympic Committee will grow up and realize it's the people playing who matter and not the pixels. Don't hate on any of these games, it's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, 1 Pew Day. For Xbox One, Full Blast. And for Nintendo Switch, Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams Ultimate Edition. Thank you very much everybody, this has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff, I will see you tomorrow. And I can cut wood just by staring at it. It's true, I saw it with my own eyes. That joke's bark was worse than its bite. Click over here to watch Friday's episode, which is about China trying to bullshit solving the problem of nearsightedness by restricting video games. That link is in the description down below, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.